What is up guys, I'm Scored1. Joining me on the third part of my Redstone tutorial series. As you've seen there, we've covered the basics and some more advanced stuff. Now we're going on to more advanced and stuff you may not know about, and stuff that is actually quite a bit more complicated. Firstly, we will start with what I introduced last time, and that is the comparator. Now this thing is different to the repeater, although it carries a charge just the same and it can be used just the same. It also has different things that apply to it. Starting with this is some of the basic functions. As you can see here, this is the torch and it is generating the power that's going through, but as you can see, it's only going to one block. Now this is because it is in subtraction mode. While in subtraction mode, the redstone power going into the side of it, at side B, as people call it, is the charge. And as you can see, it's a redstone torch with it actually weakened by going so far into the torch. I mean the comparator. But anyway, if I remove it, as you can see, it goes up to full power and reaches the whole length of... Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I've accidentally made it one bit too long there, sorry. But yes, the whole current goes along, and as you can see, the subtraction takes it away, so you've only got that little bit left. Now onto this one, which is the more interesting one, is that this one is compares the difference. So as you can see, redstone torch with the power weakened by 2, and redstone torch power weakened by 3. So by that logic, A is better than B, so the power goes through. The power only doesn't go through if B is better than A, and in this case, A is better than B, with A being the one going into the main side, which is here. Now B can be either side going in, it's an OR thing. So it's either that one's better than that one or that one's better than that one, and that counts as B. So if it gets a bit complicated, but this is going on to more advanced stuff. So as you can see, that's a weaker signal, and quickly here, that becomes a stronger signal, meaning that the power does not go through. Moving on to the last feature of this, it is with these chests connecting to the back of the comparator. Now as you can see here, I've laid out this light as a demonstration, but what is really handy about the chests is that it can tell you how the signal is as strong as how full the chest is. Now I will quickly just get a load of resources. Okay, I've got the resources now. Put that one in, and now as you can see, it's getting a charge. Now this is based on the percentage. Although it goes up to 15 and there's quite a few blocks that won't equal 100. As you can see, as I'm putting more in, you can see in the background it gradually increases. Every 2 times it adds another block to it. This also applies for how full the stack is. So here we have a 32 stack, put it on, and now it doesn't actually count it. That wasn't the best example because it was in between signals. But as you can see there, 64 block adds another block. Remove it, removes it. Half a stack goes in and it doesn't add another block. So making a full stack, it adds it there. And that's redstone chests. And that's one of the only ways of it making a charge. Now onto something pretty simple is a light sensor. Very handy if you've got something you need for day and night cycles. But anyway, as you can see, it's daytime. Where's the sun? That's where the sun should be in the sky. I'll fix that problem later. Don't mind that. But anyway, I'll quickly say to night. Oh, and my mistake. I've accident. What I forgot to say is that the light sensor is triggered by any form of light, and I don't think using a light was the best example. So break that. Give me a chance. Give me a chance, I'll put it in the darkness. Okay, now, in pure darkness, it doesn't turn on the light. Sorry about that, that was stupid. But anyway, I'll tell about that in a later episode, but here is something interesting that everyone should know about. It is what happens when you put redstone on these stairs, slabs, and glowstone. As shown here, they all have the same properties. Redstone on these things, the redstone current travels up the block really easily, but the current does not come back down again. That includes this, even though it's on the side of it here. Now, using this idea, you can build stuff like this. Have the redstone travel up the block, up to the next block, even though this block is blocking it, and it continues to travel upwards in a diagonal direction. And it works for all three. And as you can see here, as I've built this example, it does not work for normal blocks, because it travels up and it cannot get past this block that's blocking the way. So one good thing to note, I highly advise you use the slabs because the glowstone's harder to get, the stairs are a bit awkward to place, and the slabs you just have to make sure you have to place it on the top layer, not the bottom layer. But anyway, that was the last of the redstone for this tutorial. Now it's time to move on to something I like very much, a TNT cannon, using redstone at its best. Now, TNT is weird. It is not like any other block, because it does not follow physics properly. Go away, bat, stop squeaking. Because although it's a block, it drops and sort of... It's very weird to explain, so I'll show you. Now, other blocks just stay in place as they are, but when TNT is triggered, it flashes, drops, and explodes. Now, using this concept, people came up with this, a TNT cannon. Now, the idea is, because the TNT is now affected by gravity, the two TNT blocks at the back come down, the water pushes the TNT into here, this ladder for some reason blocks it and stops it coming out here, and when they're compressed together, the explosion, when they're compressed together, you activate the top one, and when they explode, the first one fires and launches the TNT into the distance. This is mainly used for factions fighting, as you can't get into other people's bases or something. Now, to get them working together, you have a button here, link it at the back, and they both drop down, and then you press this button to drop the second one. So let's fire this thing. Wow, it's a good thing I put that wall there. I nearly blew up. That could have blown up a part of the next tutorial. Wow. That worked much better than expected. But as you can see, devastation at range. But anyway, I might go into... There are many different types of TNT cannon, and that's for factions fighting. I'll probably go into it at a later date. But anyway, for now, I have been Scored1, and thank you for joining me. One more tutorial after this that I have planned about Redstone, so I hope you join me for that one. And that's for the expert stuff. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye bye.